Mike T on the beat.
Be kind of answering some questions about product searching. What products do I use? You know, where do I get them? We're gonna go into a little bit of that. You know, what products do I recommend? And how do you go about product search? You know, what you do to find the right ones, who's trustworthy, those type of things. So get up with me. But first, I'm gonna chef something up because it's feeling like one of those days I need something hot and heavy. So I'm gonna get into some chefing before we take off to Herbs of Mexico. I'm gonna show you a little spot that I go to. It's an actual physical location, and you go in there and talk to people that kind of know what you're talking about. So yeah, so chef time first. So I done drove out to Herbs of Mexico around the corner right here. I had to park down the street. LA always packed. But just want to get at y'all about how to select your products. People ask me how I get my herbs, where I go to, good quality. Do you trust these people? It's like, no, I don't trust anybody. But yeah. Okay, so as far as herbs, choosing herbs, I think of it like this. This is my advice on choosing herbs, or choosing a product or a flush to use, whatever you choose. It don't matter what it is, deodorant. You do with the herbs just like you would do with anything else. Trial, error. You listen to people talk about it. You go see if it resonates with you. Should you like the smell? You check it out, just like anything else. It's like I put in time to learn about this. I put in time. I put in years. I've been doing this for years now, so I know what I like. Like, for example, people ask, like, where do you get your sour sarsaparilla? There's a whole bunch of different types of sour sarsaparilla. Through experimentation, I can tell you that there's a sour sarsaparilla of Mexico. There's a sour sarsaparilla that they got in Jamaica. There's an Indian one. And and through experimentation, I know that the Jamaican one is a lot sweeter than the Mexican one. If you actually want to make something taste good with it, like the sour sarsaparilla, that's where they get root beer from. You might want to use the Jamaican one because it's the sweet. You're gonna get the taste from it. But I actually like the Mexican one. As far as the strength, I think it's stronger, just based off what I've been experimenting with. And then it depends on what herb I'm getting. I might like to get my Coco Mecca from Herbs of Mexico right here, but I wouldn't order Coco Mecca online just because I like it. I've already ordered it here, and I've ordered some online, and it just wasn't what I thought. So I found a spot for Coco Mecca that I come and get it from. And then where it's bladderwhack, I like to get my bladderwhack from either I like Savy's spot too. He got his bladderwhack is cool. It's just kind of expensive. Or I'll go to Star West Botanicals for my bladderwhack sometimes. And then say if it's Cascar or Sagrada, I'll do something else. So it just depends on what I'm ordering. Because certain people got better herbs, certain herbs that are better than other people. So, and when I tell y'all about something that I'm doing, if you see me on this video doing something, it's because I've done it over and over and over and over and over and over again before I say, hey, this is what I do, this is what I recommend. I test it on myself first. You know, I run the water through me. You know, I run the herbs through me. I've done the saltwater flush for 2 years before I made that video about the saltwater flush. Like I put my body through the test first. So, you know, I do a little research, and you go with what your heart resonate with. You know, maybe if something feels familiar to you, then you go for it, and then you try it out, trial and error. So if a product is really working, then it's gonna do what it said it was gonna do. For example, if I get some iron, I like iron, and I like a nutrient dense product such as Chugga. Chugga has a whole bunch of just goodies in there, and you can feel it when you take it. So Chugga, bladder wax, sea moss, these really dense nutrient packed supplements. And then I just like to add iron. So when we're looking at iron, or these diuretics, or these openers, or these things that speed up your metabolism, if I'm not going to the bathroom six times a day, if I'm not, you know, if my bowel movements aren't flowing, if I ain't gotta pee, sometimes my stomach will just start sweating before I have to use the restroom, because my body, that's just the way it works. It speed up, and right when I'm about to eliminate waste, I heat up. So after a while, you know what works. I can smell some of the products, and I know that's strong right there. So if you really want to learn herbs and not just listen to somebody say, hey, take this, that's it. Like, that's all you're gonna get out of it. If you don't sit here and experiment with the herbs, with the fruit, you're just gonna be asking for advice. Basically, somebody to help you feed yourself. Experiment with the herbs, buy them, have them. Hey, like, I got this, try this out. I'm gonna have this for tea this morning, see how it works. I recommend, though, to do something for like a month or two. Consistency is key, because our bodies is slow. Our bodies are slow. And so, you know, you might hear people say, like, your body changes such and such cells. It replaces itself every 6 months, or your brain replaces itself cellularly after every 2 months. You know, it takes time. It takes time to reintroduce these building blocks. And, you know, when you go from eating shitty to good, you're actually replacing your shitty blocks with your good blocks. Shitty's my favorite word, if you haven't noticed. But yeah, where are we going with this? But as far as just shopping, if you don't want to have to ask somebody where, how, you're gonna have to start doing your own work. Because I've done all the work, and people just hit me up just to ask the question, and they just be expecting me to hit them right back with the answer. And it's like, sometimes I feel like, man, I done did all of this work. You want me to just give you the answer, like, oh, here it is, for the love, just for the, it's cool. Like, I'm down. I do definitely give my time away a lot more than I should. I don't really have a problem with it, but I want people to take in consideration that I've put in a lot of time doing this. My attention, where you focus your attention, I've put a lot of shit aside to focus on this. And this is what it is going to take. If you really about healing, if you really want to lift yourself up, if you really want to avoid the bullshit, the disease, the pain, the discomfort, you're gonna have to get into this as a lifestyle, as a craft. Like, just like you know how to take a shower, you know how to brush your teeth. Like, you don't need me to tell you this. It's just body maintenance. And if you want to take it to evolution, you can take it as far as going through an evolutionary process through detoxification. You can do this. It's not hard. But there's a difference between body maintenance and body evolution through extreme cleansing, and that can be the stuff that most people don't get into. But yeah, is it here on the mic with you? I'm about to step into this herb thing and just show y'all what we working with. Not too many people going to the herb store, so show you what we got here, herbs in Mexico. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh man, I came for some Coco Mecca, but I'm just gonna do some shopping first. I came for this right here. Do some Coco Mecca. Yo, this herb right here, it's known as like the dream herb. Like this really does make your dreams intense, like for real. My dreams kind of wicked. We got some cool products too. We got some soaps. Let's see, got some soap. If you eat right, you do what you need to do. You don't really need no lotions, no soaps, none of that. But I love this place. I just want to buy everything up in here and try it out. Yeah, you can get almost anything you think of. Some yellow dot. Ooh, the yellow dot. That's the iron right there for your ass. Some yellow dot root. Some valerian. Yeah. What's the ingredients on that thing? What we got? Ingredients. Yeah, so I'm headed to Leimert Park Sunday. Should be some good vibes down there, good peoples down there. After I drive out here, I might as well hang out. So yeah, that's what we gonna do. I'm gonna shoot I'm gonna let y'all see how we getting down at Leimert Park.